Hey, it's producer Rob. We've got Jeff and we've got Bart over here.
Guys.
Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. Yes. If you're listening to us right now, that means you're not seeing us, but you can see us if you want to. Just go to Jeep Beach Official on YouTube, and you'll be able to find out everything that we've done in the past, most of them anyway.
That's a scary thought.
Videos. Yeah. And if you are watching this and you want the audio portion of it, all your favorite podcast platforms will cover that.
Yes.
So, ready for the show?
Ready.
You ready?
Yes,
we're ready.
Thanks for tuning in. Here we go.
It's now time for another episode of the Off-Road Toolbox, a Jeepers guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Bart,
Hello, everybody.
that's all you can say?
Hello,
It's just hello, everybody?
Don't even look in the camera.
Don't
and
even
say
look
hello?
at the camera.
I'm,
Look at
I'm deep in thought about our
Deep in
conversation. I'm deep in thought because I don't know what I'm ever going to say, and that's true. You think at my age,
But we want you to say whatever.
oh,
You got hello, everybody.
Come
out.
on.
I got
was
that.
good.
I got that right, and it's
There
not
you go.
offensive, and I didn't hurt anybody. Nobody needs a hot chocolate or a puppy or safe space. Yeah. Don't laugh. I'm not the
God.
most sympathetic person in the world, so yeah, it's funny.
Hillary Clinton's not around, so you're
That's
safe.
on my shirt. I showed you guys that shirt, right?
No.
Oh God, I'll have to send you. I'll send you the picture.
Okay.
My sayings, my favorite.
Oh, that's right. You did say, yeah.
Give me and my
Yep.
comical sayings because I never know. Like, hey, I got to get out of here before I get in trouble. Or a common one. Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe the Off-Road Toolbox should make up some T-shirts.
Yes, we should.
That would be fun.
Yes.
Just some stupid stuff that
Yes, that's going to leave a mark. Or,
can't fix
gonna leave a
stupid
mark.
with a 2x4.
yeah.
More money than brains.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes.
That's just a saying.
You see that all the time when I'm
Oh,
posting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got more
Hey,
money than
there's
sense.
something. Did you see? Now you said it was pretty cool. I sent you guys the link to this video, which was so awesome.
That
It
pulling
was-
that trailer.
It was an LJ. I think it was an LJ
Or TJ, one of
was
the
it
two.
TJ or an LJ?
Yes.
It looked like an LJ.
It was pulling a huge trailer through water.
Yeah.
It was, and it just made it look like it was nothing.
Well,
Yes.
he had lockers, but
Yes.
without a doubt.
Oh,
Yes.
it was, no doubt.
Yeah.
Because
Because you could see it was spinning all over.
yeah, everything was spinning. And I was like,
But he
oh.
made it look like it was nobody's business. It was just,
he did a
Well,
good
maybe
job.
if the trailer was empty,
And it was sealed.
Exactly.
It
It was
floated.
sealed, it
Yes.
floated.
It floated.
Yeah, yeah.
but
that's,
when he came out the other side
It
of
was
the
draining.
lake,
It was draining.
So
It
I
was
was like,
draining.
a little bit of water in that one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I don't know if you want to. If you might be able to share it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
be able to
do-
share
we'll
it.
Put that up there,
Yep.
and that'll be something that'll be. It's kind of. It was just something I was like, this is nuts.
That was nuts. I
Yeah.
looked at it and went, ooh,
So what are we going to talk about today?
Ooh, cool stuff.
very cool stuff.
I think so. I think so.
It'll make you think.
It does. And I actually had to go through and get more. As
How
can
dare you?
Oh, look at all the lists.
Oh, my God.
What you guys are referring to are these special edition movie Jeeps,
Or just
Or
Jeeps
just
are in
Jeeps in movies.
Jeeps
Yeah.
in movies.
I mean,
Yes.
when
And
I
the
was
re-
when I was growing up, every movie I watched was military.
Correct.
And what was in the military?
Jeeps.
There were Jeep Ambulances,
Yes.
there were Jeeps, there
Yep.
were half tons, there,
Yes.
or 2 tons, there were everything.
Yes.
Everything was Jeep.
But it's interesting because when you sent me this, and a great topic, because it made me look into it more, is I don't know of another,
Vehicle that's been this.
it's been like this.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other classic one is the Bullitt Mustang.
Oh,
Yes.
From
Yeah,
Steve
that's
McQueen.
the-
Other
Steve
than
McQueen,
that,
that's iconic.
that's it. But
Yeah.
other than that, what other vehicle has been in so many movies throughout it since the Jeep started to today?
Yeah.
They're still in movies.
And I-
Now, this whole thing, the idea spawned from what's going to be, by the time this drops, I think the
Yep.
movie's out. It's the
May
Mission
20 yeah, it
Mission
came out May
Impossible.
23rd.
Okay, so it has dropped. Mission Impossible.
What is the name of it?
I don't know. The new Mission Impossible.
Final Reckoning.
And the trailer is cool. Jeep has
actually,
a commercial.
Yeah, Jeep actually.
You see Tom
teamed
Cruise
up
driving
with
a
them
Jeep.
and-
And it's a special Rubicon
yes, the
that they're
Rubicon
making for
X.
that. Rubicon X.
So I don't know what all the X is about, but
I don't know.
I
We'll
don't know.
figure that out.
What extra stuff comes on the Rubicon
Yeah.
X?
So let's go back to Jurassic Park. And aren't they making a special edition new one?
That was a
Jurassic
YJ,
30
wasn't it?
edition?
They're
The
do-
YJ.
Yeah.
yeah, they're. What I read was kind of confusing, but after I sat there and really thought about it,
Yeah.
they're making a decal package,
Correct.
that you can order and have put on.
Okay.
I think it's like $650 is what it'll
Yes.
be.
See, all these movies make the Jeeps, they're iconic.
Oh yeah,
Well,
well,
yeah,
I mean,
just like
when you
yeah.
think of a Bronco, what do you think of? OJ.
OJ. I had to think there for a second.
It is. It's true.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
But that was a 1976 Bronco.
it was,
Bronco.
it was a nice Bronco.
Yeah, it
I
was.
will say that.
Was,
Yes.
exactly.
I'm sure somebody has it. I think
You know,
people
I
have
wonder.
bought it. There's
It's been sold
stories
a couple
on it.
times. Yeah. It's been sold.
Yeah,
a
those
couple
were great.
times.
I mean, we pick on them, but let's be honest.
they're
the
all-
Chevy Blazer. I had a Chevy Blazer when I was young.
I had a full
79.
size. I had a
79.
full size Chevy Blazer. Yeah.
Cheyenne package. It
Had
was
a
great.
Toyota. I've had
Yeah, the
Jeep.
Toyota. You remember
I mean,
talking about that? Yeah.
Yep.
It's all fun.
I've had 4-wheel drive vehicles almost my whole life, if not, or I've had off-road vehicles my whole life, and 4-wheel drive most of my adult, actually, even as a kid.
Yeah.
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 So anyway, so Jurassic Park was probably the most iconic one
Yes.
that popped out to all of us. The next one would be Indiana Jones.
Yep.
He was military style Jeep that was used in the chase scenes.
Yeah.
And it was I can't think of the name of it. Begins with a C. Anyways, but it was set in the 50s, 60s style.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's another one.
Yeah.
So we got 2 movies now. Actually 3.
Well, we got a lot.
But
There's
we got
some
a lot
comedies.
more.
There's some comedies, and I remember seeing Jeeps in, and I can't think of the names of them.
Mork and Mindy.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, that's right.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mork
Yeah.
would get in
Yes.
heads.
Yes, upside down.
Yeah, that's right. He would sit on his head. Yeah.
My God.
Robin Williams. What a
Nano.
Yeah.
That's
Nano,
what he's
Nano.
doing. Yep.
Miss him.
Yep.
Tremors had a CJ7.
Yes. But now we go to military theme.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean,
But
Oh
you
my God.
missed Rat Patrol. How did you miss Rat Patrol?
Because
that a
I was
cartoon?
thinking of
There's so
everything.
no Rat Patrol was
Rat
a good
Patrol,
was a
Rat
movie.
Patrol is actually still on TV.
Yeah, it's
on
syndicated.
Saturday
Yeah,
nights
yeah.
on I want to say MeTV or something like that.
Yeah, yes.
So, but anyways, yeah, Rat Patrol was based over in Africa,
And it was a knockoff of what the SAS did.
right.
That's how the SAS. We did the story on that. How the
Yeah,
SAS.
we did do a
and they
podcast
used
on
Jeeps, and that was the early one. But Saving Private Ryan,
Oh,
another
yeah.
big movie. Band of Brothers,
Yep.
Pearl Harbor.
you know, we see a lot of these are the Willies. 2001,
Yeah.
Willies, all these
Yes.
Willies. You know, by the way, the newer Willies, you can find those for sale all over the place.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
a lot of them for sale. But there's so many different packages that you can accessorize a Willys Jeep nowadays.
Let's get back to what other vehicle has so many packages and accessories than the Jeep?
None.
Not really many of them.
The only thing I can think
They-
of,
they-
you
they-
need to go to a Harley Davidson and get a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the
about
only,
thing.
only other equivalent
Yeah.
of
I think they do it just to keep it spiced up and keep it going.
It's-
Because if you leave it as this
a Jeep,
package
yeah.
and just a Jeep,
Just a Rubicon,
and you go
just a
on
Sahara.
and on and on.
Yeah.
Special editions, you know.
Yeah.
so many. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we're going to get into those because there's so many from the movies.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Laura
Croft?
Croft, the Tomb Raider Jeep.
Yes.
There's one of them I seen where my girlfriend works. One of her coworkers has one.
There's a 2003, the Tomb Raider edition.
Yeah.
They only made 1,100 of those. I looked it up. And the only reason why I know is I looked at it, and the guy here in Volusia County had 2 of them.
Whoa.
And I came close to buying one.
They're sharp. I mean,
he
I-
wanted 13,000 for it. He had
Okay.
2 of them, and the one I liked was the one he didn't want to sell.
Of course.
You know, they're identical, but I liked the other one. It was cleaner, much cleaner.
I see the lady with the one here in town that she drives around with, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice. What has it got in it? She goes, I don't know.
It was the 4.0.
Her husband,
yeah.
I go, what other things you got?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, he keeps buying stuff for it every once in a while. I see. this
See,
new
that's
stuff
one of the
on.
ones that you just kind of
Yeah,
You
you
accessorize
should just
the
let
heck out of
it
it.
be.
that one, and then
Yeah,
the,
he's just little things here and there he put.
Yeah.
when they had those special edition Sahara Rubicon ones. Those were limited edition too,
Yeah.
and they weren't the ones from the movie, but the movie Sahara
Yeah.
had. They used
Rubicon.
They used a Rubicon in that one.
Well, it's just like the Jeep Beach Edition is going to be collector's item eventually.
Yes.
Because there's only so many been
Yeah.
built and so many sold, and we go from there. So let's see here. Who else we got? We got the Expendables,
Yes.
which I didn't even realize, and I went and got it and watched it. I found it, and I was like, oh my God, it was there. Now racing and off-road movies.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
That's really
So
funny.
no, it was not only in 2003, but in 76 to 81 they had a Jeep in it.
Yes.
I went back and looked at the earlier ones.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
which they had it in like 3 or 4 or 5 different ones. I can't remember.
They got a lot of
Episodes.
vehicles.
But-
That's all about vehicles.
But you left off Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, my God.
Dukes
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Jeep called Dixie.
See, that's Dixie.
You know,
In fact, that just went across the auction blocks 2 years ago, if I remember right.
I think you are right. Yes.
I don't know what it
That was
sold
a
for.
classic, and it was a Catherine Bach was
Yeah,
driving.
yeah.
Catherine
Oh, yeah.
Bach.
Yes,
She was
Daisy
yeah.
Dukes. She made
Yes,
those
they
Daisy Dukes
Daisy
popular,
Dukes. Yes.
named after her.
Back in the
in
day.
a Jeep. That was a Jeep
I
girl.
think I had a poster of her in my bedroom at the time. Back in
Along
the
with
day.
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett was a staple. That Farrah Fawcett that was there.
I think we all had Farrah Fawcett.
But think about, so another great example is females in Jeeps.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, there's so many. Again, look, so
Maybe we'll do one
Duke-
for the girls.
Dukes of Hazzard or the Terminator. In the end of the Terminator, when she's cutting across the desert,
She's in a Jeep.
she's in a Jeep
That's
with a
right.
German Shepherd. That's a keeper right there. That,
The girl or the dog?
both.
Okay.
Both. She drives a Jeep. She has a German Shepherd.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
All right. Nice.
That's all you need to know right there.
Uh-oh.
Stupid. St. Elmo's Fire had a Jeep in it.
See, I didn't watch St. Elmo's Fire.
Or Coal Miner's Daughter had a Jeep in it. Again, you're looking at in Twister
yes, Twister had the
had
J10.
a Jeep. Yep.
Yep, you're right.
But let's get into. Okay, I don't want to jump yours.
We're going to sci-fi films now.
Okay, go to sci-fi.
So, I Am Legend with Will Smith.
Yes.
2007.
Yes.
He had the Expedition, but there was a brief appearance by a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon.
Yep.
World War Z. Jeeps are used in the military evacuation
Yes.
scenes and transports during the zombie outbreak.
Correct.
All right. What do you got for that?
Not post-apocalyptic. Let me look. No. Oh, I have some good ones, but yeah, no.
All right. Well, then how about coming of age? Drama films.
Okay. MASH.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
radar.
that's- no, but
that's
that's-
iconic there.
That's
I know.
iconic right there.
Radar
Okay.
was funny with remember that one. It was one episode where you see him walking across. They talk about him mailing Jeep parts back to
Yes.
Ottumwa, Iowa.
That was just on a couple days ago.
Was it really?
Yes,
Yep.
that was hilarious.
Yep.
Or him dressing up and he put his scarf
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yep.
Going out on a date.
Yeah.
There was a movie in 1990, The Navy SEAls.
Oh yeah.
And they're driving around, and Charlie Sheen
Yep,
jumps
jumps
off
off
the
the
back,
back.
jumps off the
Yep.
back of it. Another movie, The Wild Thing. Here's one iconic one: Billy Jack.
Oh wow.
He had that Jeep. Remember? Yeah. He had that Jeep.
Now we'll go real quick back to Mission Impossible. I'm kind of psyched to see what Tom Cruise does with this Jeep. I mean, we see the highlight of
Yeah.
it real
well, the
quick.
highlight
He crashes
you
it.
see- exactly. I'm going
Right. But what does he
Ouch.
do beforehand, and how long has he had the Jeep, and does he do any crazy stuff with it
Yep.
besides crashing it?
I'll wait until it comes out on
Yep.
pay-per-view.
I'll give you a couple other good ones.
Okay, shoot.
Hatari. The movie
Yes,
with John Wayne,
John Wayne
in
in
the
it.
African
That's right.
desert.
Oh yeah.
The elephants crawl in the back
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
scrambler.
He's
or
known,
not
to,
scrambler.
he's
it's a-
known to have liked. He's
Yeah,
always
and then
liked
Donovan's
Jeeps.
Reef was another.
Yeah, because the brother or the brother-in-law drove it.
He drove a Jeep all over the place. Let me see what other ones. You're gonna laugh at this one. Surf Ninjas. There was Jeeps in the movie Surf Ninjas.
Well, I think the Teenage
Yes.
Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles, didn't they drive
No.
Jeeps?
No, but they might have.
I thought they did.
There was one in Roadhouse.
Yeah,
course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Combat. We all know Combat.
Yeah.
McHale's Navy.
Oh, McHale's
They had the
Navy.
great
They had-
Jeeps.
Oh yes. Superheroes.
Superheroes.
Yes.
Batman versus
one of them?
Superman.
Yep. I'm trying to go through that because I have. I'll
You
go
have a
cra-
list. There.
I was because I was just having fun, looking at stuff. Like I said, the A Team in '83 to '81 had a CJ7, and then in the 2010 they had an '87 CJ or a CJ back in the 2010 movie. We talk about Transform Friends. There's a Jeep
Yep.
in Friends. Clueless. MacGyver drove a Jeep.
Now, Friends.
The old MacGyver, not the new MacGyver.
Yes. Yep.
The old Friends. Now I remember Porsche.
Yeah.
Remember that episode? That was a funny episode.
Um,
Joey with the Porsche. Remember?
Yep.
Do you
Yep.
guys remember that one?
Yeah.
in one of the James Bond movies, Diamonds Forever, there was a Jeep in it. I had to look it up. I was like, it was kind of interesting that in a James Bond movie there was a Jeep. And then another John Wayne was the Hellfighters, where he's the
the
oil rig firefighters. Yep.
Red was the guy, was his character name.
Yep. And then Raw Deal, believe it or not, Arnold Schwarzenegger drove a Jeep.
Necessary Roughness.
Yep. And then
That's right. Yeah.
That was the football one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
with
Spies
Keanu
Like
Reeves.
Us.
Oh, Spies Like Us?
Yes, there was a scene in there where they steal a Jeep and drive it and stuff.
Oh, Stripes.
Stripes, of
Yeah,
course.
that's right.
Yeah, they pick them up. They,
Yes.
they get in trouble.
The MPs pick them up in the Jeep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Lord help us with all these movies.
But I don't know of another model, vehicle that's been in so many movies than Jeep. Once we started looking into it, I was like, that's pretty cool. And even special edition ones come out of it. Like it's.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to talk about, and I was like, and then all of a sudden I was like, movies. What could I find out about movies?
So any World War II movie, it's going to be Jeeps. But even coming all the way up through then, I mean, just look at all the
it's
ones.
like even like the Twilight series in 2008.
Yeah.
There was a TJ in that one and a white JKU. So
Interesting.
Very
It's
interesting.
very, very cool.
kind of fun.
But then you said they're coming out with, is this the Rubicon X? Is that coming out?
That's the Rubicon X.
Is that the ones coming out from the movie?
Yeah, that's what I researched and came up with. That's what they said was the Rubicon X was going to make an appearance in that. So
It's interesting.
I'll have to Google more on the Rubicon X and find out just what the package, what the additional.
we can get it at I got it right off of Jeep's website.
All right.
Yeah, it's already up and shown. It's
Tom
like-
Cruise didn't come to us for driving though, so probably he's not going to be a good driver. Probably if he crashed it because he didn't come.
Yeah,
he didn't come to us.
Yeah, he didn't come.
He
to
didn't
us.
come to us. He didn't.
Well, the scene, if you see the scene, there's nothing you could have done to help this crash.
So the guy that one of my mentors in all this, one of my driving trainers, he actually does it for a lot of people in Hollywood.
Oh,
the guy out
really?
in California.
He did
Yeah,
show-
I have
shows
to
them.
I have to see if he was in on this. No, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
He's done a lot for the movies on how to drive things, and everything is kind of pretty cool. And but he's not a Jeep owner; he's a Toyota owner. I pick on him, and he goes the Jeep. He goes the Jeep Rubicon out the door, most capable vehicle. He goes, so that's not even teaching 4-wheel driving, but he drives a Toyota Tacoma TRD
Right.
stock, and it goes.
They
phenomenal.
go everywhere.
They go everywhere. He goes, those are the two main competitors, Rubicon and the TRD. He goes, they will, if you know how to drive, they will go everywhere, and it's just kind of cool.
So I'm going to kind of back up to the Jurassic Park.
Okay.
I'm going to read what I found out. June 23rd was the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park, hitting the theaters to celebrate and capitalize on the occasion. Jeep has announced an executive limited edition of Jurassic Park appearance package. It's going to be able to fit the 2018 to 2024 Jeep Wrangler, 21 to 24 Wrangler 4xe, 20 to 23 Gladiator for $550. It does not come with some of the most recognizable elements like Jurassic Park logo for the doors and the JP18 for the hood. Transfer case knob insert will be available for the package. That's an extra $100. I'm not sure. But anyways, 100 packages will be sold. Each one is numbered 0 to 99 at the time of the writing. The package is still in stock, but with such a limited production number, we don't expect it to be available for long.
It's kind of neat.
So it's a limited edition.
It's kind of neat. I mean, again, it's just Jeep corporate is done so
Yeah,
much
they keep
reinventing the Jeep.
reinventing.
Oh,
What happened?
well, I did real quick. I don't mean to interrupt, but
No,
I
no.
about
Hey,
this
go ahead.
Rubicon X.
Yeah.
It's been available. It's offered in both the 2 and 4 door.
Uh-oh.
It says here it's a premium off-road focused trim level of the Wrangler, offering enhanced off-road capabilities and luxury features compared to the standard Rubicon. Now, it is a standard luxury. We got leather seats,
Guess what it does?
color matched hardtop, which you don't get in a regular Rubicon.
No.
Nope.
You get leather seats though.
Yeah, you do get leather seats. Steel bumper, winch capable, both front and back.
That's a little bit different.
Alpine premium audio system, a bigger screen. Technology's a little bit more, but that screen's just going to break. I mean, that's the thing about these screens, by the way. What happens when your phones? How many people crack their phones? And I mean, does that happen often? I mean, usually the small screens not a big deal, but you see the size of these screens.
Yeah, they're big screens that go
And they're
have to-
touchscreen too. So
But they got Gorilla Glass. I mean, it should be okay. You're
guess,
inside,
yeah.
and it's got to be weatherproofed somewhat because even new Jeeps leak. I hate to tell you that, but
Yeah.
they sometimes do.
This also available in gas and the 4XE plug-in hybrid as well. It just says it builds upon the Rubicon's already strong off-road credentials.
So they might upgrade some of the
Technology,
suspension, the technology.
Bumper. It doesn't
They're
really
making
say
it
much
bougie.
about it. But it's
They're making
more,
it
it's a
bougie.
little bit more bougie
Oh, come on.
is what it is. It's
Jeez
basically
Lord.
taking it. It's taking it kind of like.
So it's a
Sahara.
foo-foo Jeep.
It's a.
You're not going to go out off-roading in it
Well, Tom Cruise does.
till he wrecks it. Till he wrecks it. That's
Yeah,
what you
that's
said.
right.
I haven't seen it, so we don't know if he did.
Well, it
Yeah.
sure looked like it from
Allegedly,
these.
allegedly.
You can probably YouTube the YouTube.
Oh, we'll put
trailers.
it'll be up on our
Yeah.
Facebook page and wherever else I can find it.
I do
Okay.
like the fact that they're going to match the hard top color with the. That's a good look on a. On
I wish I would have done that with mine.
You still can.
Nah, it's okay with the way
Nah.
it is.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it for this episode. Unless Bart comes up with some more names there.
No, that was
he's
pretty cool.
He's thinking. I can see his wheels.
Oh no,
turning.
it was. I mean, it was a great topic, and then as I got more into doing the research, I was like, "Holy mackerel!" I mean,
You
I
don't realize.
Yeah, and I know you didn't miss them, and I know you didn't, but so it was just fun. Like, okay, I'm going to come up with a whole new list because I was just like, I was really impressed. I did not know that this vehicle has been in so many. And like I said, other than the Bullet Mustang, I can't think of another.
I got to tell you another story real quick.
Go ahead.
Go for
You know,
it.
A couple of weeks ago when this dropped, we had
Yeah.
Rockville.
Yes.
Welcome to Rockville here in Daytona, which was fantastic. We met, the guys, he came by the tent, the band Crossfade.
Okay.
Now, for those who know who Crossfade is, it's a band that was big back in the early 2000s. They haven't been together for 13 years. They did kind of a reunion thing. They live in Columbia.
Okay.
And South Carolina, not Columbia, the country.
Okay.
But yeah, South Carolina. And I happened to see them walking by the bass player, who's one of the singers in the band. I'm like, hey, come here a second. I go, what's your name? He's like, I'm like, oh, dude. And we were talking, and he goes, look, this is Jeep Beach. He goes, hey, I got a Jeep. I'm like, get out. So we filled him up with a bunch of swag and stuff like this. He just got married a couple of years ago, and he bought it as a wedding gift for both of them. So I think it's 2 years old, the Jeep. I think he said it was I think he said 21 or 22.
So he'll be a special guest for us.
So he is,
next year?
I mean, hopefully, I gave him all the info on
That'd be cool.
Jeep Beach, and extremely nice guy. I put a picture up on the JBR page.
Was that the one that you were standing next to?
Yes. with
Okay.
Kurt, yeah.
Yeah.
Name
And
is
so-
Mitch.
So, wasn't last year at our concert, wasn't one of the big band headliners a Jeep owner too?
Yeah.
Craig Morgan.
Craig,
Oh, he's hardcore. He's got a Rubicon. He's got it's a magnet.
It's Mac. It's Mac Daddy.
Let's just say he's got a lot. He'll go and sleep. He's
Yeah.
got the whole thing.
He's
He
over
had
there.
it set
I mean,
up.
it-
He had it set up over there.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of interesting though, is how many other, like from Ronald Reagan, you can go on through that.
Well, maybe-
Well, Craig Morgan he was in service
Yeah.
as well. So he's
Very American.
yes.
Yeah. No, but it's just kind of neat that you have, again, a classic vehicle that people have all over. Mm-hmm. It's kind of neat.
And it was cool to see some of these people. They come up to us and they're like, "Hey, I got a Jeep," and they like to talk about
Yeah.
their Jeep.
Oh,
People love to talk about their Jeep. No kidding. And
Yeah.
they'll ask questions about this. Hey, when can I do this? If I can
Yeah.
do this. Some guys were showing pictures
Yeah.
of what they've done. That's fun. I mean, it's
It's
a
good
lifestyle. It's a good one.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's the same way with Harley.
Yeah.
And
it's
you
a
would
good-
never know it because we're at Rockville, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And you got
and
these
that-
guys are not like you wouldn't.
You would think
imagine.
that they're the squatters and all that.
Yeah,
No.
but they've got nice Jeeps, But it's all kind. That's why JBR, Jeep Beach Radio, no two Jeeps are alike. So we don't
Yes.
play any particular one style of
No.
music. We do a little bit of this, a
because
little bit of that.
everybody's a cross section in the Jeep world.
Right.
Everybody.
Yep.
So
All right.
all right, guys, and with that,
Thank
we'll
you.
wrap this one up and call it a show. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk at you later.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox. Powered by Best Price Trailers.